Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to another opportunity during which we will be having some in-depth discussion. I'll be sharing opportunities uh, on fully funded scholarships, fellowships, and internship opportunities for uh, African people, for young people. I want to start this particular presentation, which, like I said, will be involved with unlocking your potential with fully funded opportunities. You will explore scholarships, fellowships, and internships designed for young Africans. You will be able to propel your career forward in diverse fields and empower yourself to become a leader and an innovator, but only if you take the necessary action. And talking about action, let me start this conversation with you by giving a word of gratitude to some group of people that are doing incredible work. Uh, Here I'm talking about the Future in Our Hands women's group in Mborong. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. Mborong is in Du subdivision, and that group is led by Madame Fai Caroline. They are doing incredible work with young people. I had a working session with them, and I was really, really delighted. I just hope and pray God we will continue to work to see how we can look for some funding to push the work they are doing for the community, working with over 200 women. It was really impressive. Keep up the good work. I want also to say thank you and gratitude to the Universal Maidens Association Cameroon, which is based in Bamenda. That group is headed by Mr. Morris. We also had a working session with his team, who are predominantly women. Thank you for the great work. Let's continue to push and see whether we could raise some funds to support the young ladies or the maidens with whom you are working there in the Bamenda city amidst the crisis. You are located in Bamenda too. I also wish to extend greetings to to the Nkarne Mixed Farming Common Initiative Group in Babisi. That group is headed by Ma Nchinda Mary. We are yet to get into serious work, but I'm happy that you took that smart move to get the group registered as requested. I think there is a lot that we are going to do going forward. I will not end this by also appreciating the work of Madame Evodia in Bafusam, Madame Germaine in Bamenda with the wonderful piggery farm that we're working with, and also Madame Rita Fon for sharing your testimony during our last session. I got a lot of positive feedback. It inspired so many people. And my dear friends, I want to tell you that the work that we are doing is real. It's not some propaganda. And I get up every day excited with this work because one of my mentors, role models, said, when you find the work you love doing, you will never work another day. So you find it is like pleasure. When I start, I have a session with any of the groups with whom I'm working, the young people that I have conversations. At times it goes beyond 1 hour. I just keep going on and on. And at times I forget myself. I love it. One of the greatest things you want to do in this world is about giving back. And I talk about gratitude. If you are new in this channel and you are wondering who is this man and what is he talking about, well, this is who I am. My name is Amos Fon, and I have set a goal this year to work with 600 committed individuals on a transformative journey to live with purpose, to take action, and to turn their dreams into reality. You could be one of them. One of the things that you will get in this particular video of today is that I could a little bit be very hard. And it's up to you. If you feel that this man is very hard, he says a lot of difficult things, you can make it a choice not to listen to me. If you think that the things I'm doing, they make sense, and I'm just being hard because I want you to get focused, intentional, and to cause a change in your life and make a difference in the world, you can stay on. That is why very often I share real stories and I talk about stories, real stories. It is not about textbook things that I've come to talk about here. So there was one of my students that I taught. And anyway, when I say what I'm saying, I will start by telling you that I have been a child. I've been a pupil in primary school. I've been a student in secondary school. I've been a student in the university. So there is nothing that you are going through that I haven't been. I have been a parent raising children. I have run an organization mentoring young people. I am now even a grandfather with so many grandchildren, just so many. So some of the things I tell you not some wishful thinking. I tell you out of my own experiences and the experiences of others. So number one, if you didn't take a notebook and a pen, take it now and take out the number of things I'm going to tell you. Then I give you these opportunities. One, in school, whether university, secondary school, high school, where you are, the teachers and the institution are responsible for 20% of your learning. You are responsible for 80% of your learning. You may not like what I am saying, but I have said it. And I know that personally, if I am who I am, and many other people that I know who have made it in life, they took personal interest in their learning. The other day, there was Dr. Nick Ngwanyam of St. Louis University. He said, there are a lot of certificates around, including doctorate and so on, but they amount to almost nothing. Let me add it. If you meet 100 children who say they have left university, 100 graduates, if you are lucky, you can have 5 inside that 100 who can talk reasonably and who can tell you that they came out of university. If you're very lucky, the number can go up to 10. So why is it that 100 people go through that institution and 10 can come out and they are somewhere and the rest are not? It's because they are intentional. It is not the certificate that you brandish around. It's not. It is who you are, the interest you took in your learning, the commitment that you put. And on this, I'll say something. That is the first thing I said. The second thing I want to say is, I started off with gratitude. I want you to pick a pen in your notebook. Write that after this video, at the end of this video, I am going to call or write to thank my father, my mother, my guardian, my uncle, my elder brother, whoever helped you through school, whoever helped you, assisted you in either paying your fee, in buying your books, in doing anything for you to go through. I will tell you why. So that second thing that I said is, call to appreciate your parents, some relatives, some elder brother, elder sister, some person in the family, in-law who took interest in your education to assist you. The reason I ask you to do this, it is called the law of gratitude. The law of gratitude says, be happy with the things that have happened in your life and stop complaining about the things that you don't have. When you are happy, when you are grateful for the things that have happened in life, many more things will come your way. The second thing is that when you say thank you to the people who have done something good for you, there is the likelihood that they can do more. It doesn't matter how small what they've done. The other thing is when you have a heart of gratitude, then anger, blame, anguish, revenge doesn't have a place. And this includes bitterness and grudges. So you can't be happy about what has been done to you, and at the same time you are harboring grudge, bitterness, anger, and so on. I told you there are some people who are eternally happy. They don't have space for grudges in their life, not because they have not offended them, not because they have not gone through a lot of wrong things. I give you an example. You asked me, you really want me to think that I should say thank you to a company where I worked very hard and they dismissed me? Yes. Number one, they employed you. Number two, they paid you a salary during the time you were there. Number three, you gained some experiences while there. And number four, you have some ex-colleagues, some people that you knew because of that company. So in everything that is not going well, there's always something that you can thank, you can be appreciative. The third thing I wanted to say is this aspect that I said, thank your parents, that your school, the school and the teachers, and I've been one in secondary school and in university. The teachers are responsible for 20% of providing you guidance, material, lectures, and so on. You are responsible for 80% of becoming who you are. So when I link this to the first thing that I said, I will tell you why you should thank your parents. They sent you to school in the midst of the struggles that all of us go through, including being driven for fee several times, including the fact that you might not have gone to the school of your choice. Those people did their best. They are not responsible for your GCE O-level grades, GCE A-level grades, your GPA. Your parents, they don't even know what is a GPA. It is you. So I say this, and I'm trying to link it to the fact that nobody likes Nivaquine. Nobody likes to go to the doctor for a toothache or the tooth to be removed. Nobody likes an injection, but we need to take them because we need to be healed. While teaching at the National Cooperative College, where I taught the principles of cooperative principles, microfinancing, I had this student who just admired, he just loved me. He followed me up in everything I did, and then he followed me to participate in my business classes training, during which, in those classes, I teach people how to set goals. And at times I go very personal. If you have been in my group, you will see that the days I go personal with you, I take about, when I say personal, meaning I work with you in depth. When I work with you in depth for about 1-2 hours, you will discover that I will ask some questions which at times you are uncomfortable. So while working with him, I told him to tell me a little bit about his life. There were a series of things that he has tried and they have failed. Just so many things that any other person could have had. And he told me that he thinks it's a curse. I said, no. I said, you are not focused. You need to be focused and more intentional. I'm happy he took it serious. He kept doing the things poorly, but improving. Guess what? We lose track for some time. But a few weeks ago, I ran into him here in the United States. We all laughed, we all spoke, and he reminded me of how hard I was with him, because I actually was with him for close to 3 years, and we kept doing things, and I kept reminding him, you need to stay focused and so on. And the good thing about him is that he was never really bitter. He was accepting some of the faults. I'm really glad. I say this to let you know that I will tell you these things. I will say this, be intentional. Don't listen to this. Then the next thing you say, so what am I supposed to do? So I am done. Take responsibility for your life. Listen to all of these things and then take responsibility and let me see how I can help you. Let's go. Let's move ahead. So I'm going to share with you these leadership programs. There's the Young African Leaders Initiative program, which is in West Africa for emerging leaders, professionals. Any of this information I'm sharing with you, please, you can take time and go over it quietly. But if you need my assistance, send me a mail. It's easy. Send me a mail, send me a message. I feel really embarrassed because I see some people, they look at the presentation. Some people that I know, they go through the things I know. I know they badly need it, but they don't come back to me. For your information, if you are reflecting on probably things that you did to me some years back and they are disturbing you, if you don't know, I don't keep grudges. And I mean what I'm saying. Come to me. I'm always there ready to help. I don't keep grudges. That's one thing about me. And that is why probably I just keep moving. So you have these programs, you have the resource mobilization and communications in Johannesburg. These are United States 8. You have the McKinsey Career African Leaders on the Move event, which is taking place in London. These things are happening and people are taking advantage of them. You have this internship opportunities. Many people didn't know about this. I haven't told you that if you went to school and you are very serious, these things are not for some special children. And why I like them is that it is merit. Why some of you don't like them is that you cannot bribe. Yes, I remember I applied for something here in the United States. It took more than 12 months, and people just told me, don't bother. Each time I write to them, they say your documents are processing well. That is the way the world, this particular part of the world function. You don't need to go and push document and you are fond of. If you put it well here, if you do it the right way, and I know the right way, if you do it the right way and you are qualified, it's competitive. You will be selected. You don't need to bribe. Who are you even going to bribe? Okay. So you have the graduate internship in African transformation. You have paid internships in Africa, Asia, Latin America. You have the International Labour Organization touring in Italy. There are paid internships, multicultural environment, and so on. And let me tell you something if you didn't know. Within the UN system and other international systems, when you hear about paid internship, it is not the 25,000 francs and 30,000 that I used to give to students who come to me for internship. It is about $1,000, and I'm talking about 550, 600,000 CFA equivalent, which is people don't earn this in salary. So what if you find yourself in Italy and you on a paid flight, you go there, you spend about 3, 4, 5 months, you do this internship, you are going back with some reasonable money, you are going back with something added on your CV, and the chances that when you do an internship well, you are on your way to getting employment with within those systems. The International Labour Organization is part of the UN system and with headquarters in Turin, Italy. All I can do is to share these opportunities with you, my young people and friends. You have graduate scholarships. The Oxford University, there is a scholarship. The MasterCard Foundation scholarship, undergraduate and graduate scholarships, they are available. I told you this before. These opportunities are there, and all you need to do is what? You apply. Get in touch with me. I give you the details, and we go from there. Undergraduate scholarships, the Ashingana African Initiative, fully funded degree for Francophones and Lusophone countries. Then you have the DAAD scholarships for funding for South Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa. The DAAD is in Germany. You have scholarships for African women who are in the sciences. All these opportunities are there. All you need to do, it is up to you to take the action. There's not much I can do. All I do is I share these opportunities with you. And the opportunity I share with you are opportunities that are open. Some are open in February, some are open till the end of March, some till the end of May, some are closing. You take the action. You have research fellowships. The Wordsworth African Fellowship, promoting research and collaboration. African Peace Building Network, Research Policy Fellowships for African Scholars, Next Generation Scholars. Let me say something about number 2 here. The Republic of Cameroon is undergoing intense crisis, including the issues in northern Cameroon, the Boko Haram that is happening there, including the issues in southern Cameroon, the crisis that's been going on for 8 years and counting. Everybody wants peace. Everybody, we want peace. You know what? But peace building also goes with justice. Do you think that this situation will continue forever? My answer is a definite no. So this may be the appropriate moment for you to take up courses in peace building. You learn how to bring harmony in society, because when all of this will go wrong, people who are suffering from trauma, all kinds of conflicts will exist, even what you call reconciliation, because families have been hurt and people know who hurts who. This may be an opportunity for you to step in and take a course. Prepare yourself so that you can contribute in what will be happening going forward in this country, or in these countries, if you want. I don't know. I told you that the world makes way for those who know where they are going. You have the African Studies Fellowships, the Beirut International Graduate School for African Studies, the Nordic African Institute, Research on Africa's External Debt and Food Security. These are all opportunities you can take. Entrepreneurship programs, the Azinsha Prize, $50,000 plus for young African entrepreneurs. $50,000. Let me just ask you. If somebody actually gives you 30 million, this is about 30 million CFA, will you be struggling to enter the sea and go through all the crises if you are able to use this to establish an institution that can give you maybe 500, 1 million every month? Let me tell you something. I just listened to a video being done by a Nigerian who has stayed in the United States for 14 years. He moved back with a family, with his 4 children, to Nigeria. He gave a series of reasons about why they have to relocate, go back to Nigeria. One of them being bringing up the children in a moral setting. But one of the things that many people don't know is, even if you earn 60 million in America, that's $100,000 a year. If somebody comes and asks you for 30 million, 50% of that you can't have, except you're a magician. You earn that money and it stays here. I mean, people who earn 100,000 US dollars, if you walk up to them and say that they should just give you $20,000, they will look at you and laugh, because most of it goes in their bills and expenditures. So to get a grant of this nature to run your initiative, it's a big plus anywhere on the African continent. Nigeria, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Malawi, East Africa, wherever, to be able to get this type of money and to run your initiative is something you can't beat. Then there's the Climate Innovation, African Challenge Innovation Challenge, the African Climate Innovation Challenge, the Bingwa Plus Grants, Mentorship for Health Champions. These are all opportunities for young people. Don't sit there complaining. The Development and Policy, the African Union Fellowship and Mentorship in Water Leadership, the Research Proposal Call for Teachers Initiative, Urbanization Conference, focus on African urbanization challenges. These are all opportunities that exist. I have the details. You get in touch with me, I give you the details. You belong to our group or you subscribe to our membership, you get details for all of this. Migration summer school. A lot of people don't know. I just tell people, if somebody gives you an opportunity to travel to his country and spend a month during a summer program, like this one that is happening in Florence in Italy, 20th Migration Summer School. If you can make it, make it. When you make it, go back. When you are traveling, very often when they check in your passport and discover that you have traveled before, probably to Europe and another country, you will have another scholarship. So this is a program that runs June 24th to July 24th, this 2025. Then the Global Migration Governance. Summer school details, you have various institutions that provide summer schools where you can participate depending on what you do, your area of interest, and what those summer schools are offering. But I will always tell you, all of this has to do with academic performance. That is why you need to be very serious when you are in school. Because when you step up to do anything, they will check your performance. They will look at how far, they will look at how serious you are. And of course, they talk about programs where civil servants can apply, journalists can apply, researchers can apply. That is for the migration conference. If you need more information on this, you need further details, please get in touch and I will share that with you. Eligibility criteria for master's degree or equivalent, English skills, excellent speaking and writing skills. I always tell people, you start by traveling small. Later you will travel big, right? We have these fees, the fees, of course, for most of these programs, they are paid. When you hear fully funded, 7 scholarships available covering fees, travel, and accommodation. Seminars, assignments, contact. If you need details, you let me know about that. I told you also about the International Labour Organization internships, learning, innovation, research, new technologies, social protection, occupational safety and health. And then you talk about this development investment, public procurement, online training, and all of that. You get there and you learn more. Sustainable enterprises, social finance, green jobs, human resources, HR policies, and expenditure. And these are all opportunities that exist at the International Labour Organization. Apply for them. You never know. Those people who are taken from those programs are not, they are just people like you. They are. And this is what I say all the time. And what I say is, you ask for help not because you are weak, but because you want to remain strong. I always ask for help. I do all the time. And I don't ask for help from a point of vulnerability. I ask for help because I know that when I am helped, I remain stronger. These are our contacts. Get to me. Send a message to me. I'll get back to you. Send an email. Go to our YouTube channel. Go to our website and see the work we've done for 15 years. Above all, just do one thing for me. Like this video. Share it. If you can't benefit from it, some family member can benefit from it. And subscribe to this channel so that when other wonderful opportunities come, you will quickly get them. Thank you, and I wish you good luck. I'm waiting to hear from you. Thank you. Thank you once more.